kill and the whole of Seetyah walk towards me and Beanie alone, you know. Them time them, I don't have knowledge of the beef and the controversy and the clash and the nothing. I don't into none of that, because my mind not dead so. So we literally I walk past each other. Cause I see True Killer and I chat to Beanie, and him say Beanie apparently Killer walk straight past me like he must have.
Who you?
like he must have, and them boy they up out.
Seetyah.
If you haven't already done so, follow us on Instagram. Remember to give this video a like. To be a part of the Seetyah squad, subscribe and hit that post notification bell so you will get our latest video updates.
My grandfather, Mr. Eddie Yeboah, he is from Ghana originally. So when he reached to London in the 60s, I think, and him, you know, meet up with my grandmother, Miss Joan Evans, then forward know my father know. My father know was, my grandfather started to make amplifiers. The first set of amplifiers ever in the UK, the first sound system ever in the UK, my grandfather made the amplifiers for that sound system. So you can maybe more or less say that my grandfather is more or less responsible for sound system culture in the UK. He made the first set of amplifiers for Duke Vin Sound and some other sound. I can't remember the full name of them, but he made amplifiers. So my father obviously was around that from ever since. And from, I know myself, I've been around my grandfather, my father, and there's always been amplifiers and music around the yard. So long story short, my father used to be a DJ as well, radio DJ. He used to play on like Time Radio and Traffic Jam Radio, rest in peace, Vigo Wales. And we used to play on Traffic Jam in Stonebridge. Them time they know, this is the time when I started to get my little instruments in. So while my father was a radio DJ, when I was 10, my father went to the front line in Labrador Grove and told drummies from Aswad, come set up my son drum kit. Them
hence the name, hence the name Jazzwad, Aswad.
Right. So that's even then now. So when I was like, from a normal myself, from a band, Aswad used to rehearse in my godmother's spare room, my godmother Maureen. So her house on Bravington Road, on the Mozart, Bravington Road, that's where Aswad used to rehearse as ballet. Them time them just a start. So I was there seeing all of that, seeing the drum kit. So anytime drummer leave the drum kit, I'd get my chance to go on the drum kit. So in school now, primary school and stuff, I used to play pans, anything I could get to knock and play drum, I would have to play them. In nursery, my mother can tell you, in nursery they had a drum kit. You know them little small miniature drum kit?
Yeah.
They had one in there, and you said I loved it so much they had to give it to me to take home with me. That's how much me love the drum. They said, all right, you can take it home, go on, and then you bring it back next week or whatever. Until my mother did have to get me one like it. See? So moving forward now, I have a guitar, buy that, I sell the guitar, so they decided, my mother and father decided to buy me the drum kit. So when they get me the drum kit, my father went on the front line and looked for drummies and said, yo, set up the drum kit. So you see, when I reach home from school and bust the door, there's a big white pearl drum kit from must be the shop they down at Kilburn High Road. They had a big music shop. I can't remember the name. Blanks. So my father met drummy come said, see when push the door to the drum kit. I said, what? Them time they have Polaroid camera in. So my father take a picture of drummy behind the drum kit.
Would
to make him sit there. Him come set up the drum kit. Oh, so I look on the wall in my room. Mr. Drum is there behind my drum kit where him just set up. See, cold bomb, take, real. Right? So that's how that happened. So moving forward now, my father was a DJ. He used to link with Dennis Brown, hence why Dennis Brown is my godfather now. So my father used to, when Dennis Brown returned to England and I think it was his second trip, my father was a promoter of the show. So my father done a show with Dennis Brown at the Zigzag Club. Zigzag Club was in Westbourne Park. Just as you're leaving over the High Road and going over the Meanwhile
The
Gardens.
bridge. Yeah.
They had a club on the right hand side called Zigzag. So my father put on shows in there with Dennis Brown, Steel Pulse and stuff like that. So my father do promotion and him do radio show and everything. So him know enough of the man them over the years, musicians and this and that, blah, blah, blah. So it was in 1990, he was at Sonic Sounds in Retirement Road. And Sly Dunbar was there. So these times, even just before this now, I don't know how I got Sly's number, right? All right, you see, during school in Burlington, there's enough time I used to thief out of school and I got to Island Records. That was in Stamford Brook. See, in Stamford Brook, it just around the corner from Halls and Chiswick. So Island Records, I used to just go down there and just be in there, just lurking around in the video room where they make all of the video them for the artists. Them. I was always around Island Records them time then, when I should have been in school. See? So it's in them time, you know, I go into certain offices, certain A&R and certain thing, and they have a girl named Debbie, I'll never forget. She had one big file of facts. Them time she have everybody number in there. Just name them Black Uhuru, Third World, Sly and Robbie, this, that, the other. Who tell her from make me see it?
Your T4 number?
Some number out there, see? Some number out there.
Criminal.
We call it the file deck. So yeah. Pick out some number now, so them time I say, because you don't know we got through the Aswad era and we're to reach up to the Black Uhuru, Sly and Robbie era now. So I say, Sly are the man. Although you don't know drum, I'm a boss, but as a youth, we love drum now. Drum, Sly now was my next inspiration now. So I get them man the number, I start ring it. Run up my mother phone bill now.
You're ringing yard. You're ringing Jamaica. You keep the number.
From London, Queen's Park, I pick up my mother phone and run up her phone bill and ring Sly Dunbar. Asking him about sounds. Them time you know Simmons drums start coming now. The drum them are shaped like the hecticon kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I start get interested in the electric drum now. So I start ring down Sly now till even Sly wife now. Every time she pick up the phone, she says, "Oh, Sly is that boy from London again?"
So did Sly know your father? Did Sly know your father?
Well, I'm thinking at that time he did, but at that time he didn't know that was my father.
So you're just a random person calling a number in Jamaica. This must have been what, like late 80s, if I'm thinking right. It's like school mid 80s. So it's not everybody have. I know everybody have phone at Jamaica. It's not like we have cell now and all the rest of it. No. And them calls, they must have been ridiculous. Yo, back in the day, man used to have to tap the phone. Remember them days when mommy put the lock on the phone? And you have to tap the number.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. I thought you deal with it.
You know the thing. From Asian time. See? So them time I run up my mother phone bill. Big time. I don't know Sly and I never met him in my life. So I'm asking him all these questions about drums, about sound, about Simmons. So them time I'm going up to Kilburn High Road, I'm getting the booklets to just look at these, to wish I could have these instruments in it. Never would have a thing to say I could get them. You don't know, them time the things rough. Mother don't really have it as such, father don't really have it, but there's a dream of getting them. We just read the booklet and I ring Sly and say, yeah, this one and that one and this one and that one. So him know, but them time that he doesn't know who I would have become. In this moment, as a little you were ringing. Boom now, Sly and Robbie had a show on a program named The True, where you had Yellow Man, Half Pint, and Ainika Mosey. And Sly come with a new drum thing named the Octopad. We have like 8 different drum pads, but he's getting all the sounds them from the original tune them. So I said, what? But turn mad, so I ring drummies at the same time and say, you know this thing. I try to describe it to him. Them time the drummies don't know nothing about Octopad. Me see it first as a youth. And I tell him about it till in time to forward after that drum he got one himself. See? But it's in 1988, they was working with Maxi Priest in Kensal Road. Them time I leave school again, when I should have there at school, I go on a studio. I walk in the man them session. Just for get to see what I go on. Them time, this is when they made House Call with Maxi Priest. So it was Sly and Robbie, Handel Tucker, and Tony Kelly was the engineer.
Okay.
Then time they made that tune for Maxi Priest, Close to. I just wanna be close to you. All them two that them make house call with Shabarang. Them call me Mr. Lover, man. Them call me Mr. Lover. All them reading there, me sit down there and see them make them with my own eye. See? So them time they obviously Sly acknowledge of me. Them time they. Cause now me present myself now as a youth. Now I get to know as the youth, this way you used to call me. Blah, blah, blah. So that was around 87, 89. 1990 now. When my father was outside Sonic Sound. Like Sly said to him, say, "What I'm to your son? A full-time in for there, you know. Your son for there yard, man. You know the thing. Cause obviously you pick up some, I do the little thing them with the little music street. I do production for One Love and little rhythm I jump around now. So he said, cause remember I said them time you know Sly there England regular and makes rhythm, he make rhythm for fashion. And and all of them bogle
heat rhythm, the heat rhythm and all them things there.
And all of that. So in them time I think me and him did do a session maybe them time. I can't remember fully. I'm sure we done a set in that fashion. But he said to my father, "Where's your son?" And now is the time for send him. So my father pick up the phone same time and call my mother and say, you know, say Sly there, say, you know, Paul for there, you know. So she say, hey. So within 3 days, my brother, big up my mother Lana, anywhere she there right now in the world.
You got ship out.
Lana James, mother, my aunt. She said, hey, me I deal with it now, and she booked me a ticket within the 2-3 days I was in Jamaica.
I do believe that Jazzwad should get his flowers whilst he's here standing on the ground. Because as a youth man, to go to Jamaica.
As you were saying, we've been around that thing from a long time. So to go to Jamaica, to be through all of that, as you were saying, the hardcore thing and whatever, we've been there because my people is from Kingston Garden, so you don't know. I was never frightened. First of all, me from knowing myself, I've always been a loner. Like I've always done things on my own. So I always amongst the big man, them intervene them, I watch my look. I've been to places where I'm not supposed to be as a youth. So to go.
Is that why you and Killer? Is that why you and Killer kind of have that link that you have? Because you know, say Killer is a no nonsense kind of brother. You can just look in a Killer face. I know say it's no nonsense, but to know that the energy that you bring is a loner energy. You don't really ride shotgun with nobody, you know. Them time you never used to talk up, none at all. Jazzwad used to be just, even if you look at the old,
I just said that now. The thing that as I hear the story, what was said was that, so when I did link up with Killer.
So talk about the link up. Talk about people that want to know how that linkage there come together.
Right, so that now was in the same element, in the same time of when Sly said to my father, make your son come to Jamaica and get involved. So my father called my mother, she booked the ticket and I was there. So bam, now within the first couple of days, I think I said, you know what? I'm going to look for Jammy'S studio. I'm going to look for Bobby Digital studio. I'm not sure which one of them I went to first, but I went to both studios around the same time. But at the same time, while I was there, I was staying in an apartment uptown with Mikey Coos. Because them time they know Mikey Coos. Big up Mikey Coos. Mikey Coos from Unique FM. Them time the Mikey was working for Mango at the time. Which is
was he A&R? Was he A&R up there?
Right. He was A&R at Mango.
And he was responsible. Was he responsible for the Jazzwad and Seetyah Ent song on and on?
Right. He was around that era. See? But even before that now, me and Big Up Morrison, big up the elder, Clifton Big Up Morrison, one of my mentors, in a disc, keyboard player Big Up. He now got a session with Mikey to make a rhythm for Mikey. So him tell Mikey, say, well, we have a little new youth, yeah. We're going to bring him in. Because them time, me and Big Up used to be like a steel and cleave. So I have the drum machine and the bass keyboard, and Big Up would have the keyboard and play the piano and all them things. So we used to do our shows at Avenues Youth Club as a band, you know, me and Big Up, with all of the youth and come DJ and thing. But we was a band, like it was a duo band. Just me
like
and
like how Mafia and Flux used to do their lives with their equipment and.
No, Mafia and Flux used to be in the band with Instigators. They used to have a band.
No, but the first show a Killer do over Yassa is Mafia and Fluxy play on the stage by themselves.
Right, I was there. That's right. No, not was it them by themselves?
At them by themselves. I swear them by themselves.
Yeah. Well, I think no, but I think Bigger was on that session with them.
Okay.
Same Clifton Bigger. But I was there. All right, we'll soon get to that. So the Killer show, 1994 in Ilford Club.
Ilford Club.
East, we did Dede. So when Mafia and their BBMC and them thing arrest, we did Dede. You understand? We used to check Mafia them at them yard, leave from Queen's Park, go way up at Tottenham, walk way up at White Hart Lane, go check them. As some want into the thing and check out the thing. We used to move as a little youth. Me want to go to these places. See? So the Killer part now. I said, all right, I'm going to go Jammy'S, I'm going to go Bobby Digital Ray, but I was staying with Mikey Coos, who was an A&R for Mango. The them time and Mike Coos I get me on sessions with Sly now and Danny Brownie, who was making albums of Mighty Diamonds. Them time the Mike I work with Janet Lee Davis. But just before that, Bigger now, as I was saying, he got me to do a session with Mikey. So I tell Mikey, so we have a little new youth and bad on the drum machine and rare. So come now Mikey get for no say, I have the talent and can do that. So when him hears I was in Jamaica, I say, yeah man, we have a big apartment up here in Uptown now, enough room there and things just come jam in and then time the Barry Boom was working with Barry Boom and Mikey was close. So Barry Boom now is Maxi Priest's mentor. So the whole thing about Maxi Priest, his mentor was Barry Boom, Paul Robinson. So Boom was there making his album as well. And also he was writing for Mighty Diamonds and such. So most of Mikey's session them was at Top Gun Studio. So comes you know, Carleen them from long time and the whole Marley family and everything from ever since. So Mikey used to do his sessions at Top Gun. But during doing the session for Mighty Diamonds and other artists, he used to have auditions for new artists who wanted to come on Voice, come show them talent. He says, why now, doing the auditions them that you'll have enough unknown artists, we don't know them. One of those artists was Bounty Killer. Then time there was Bounty Hunter. So he turned up there, him, Boom Dynamite, and Nitty Kochi turn up. And in that same time, you had another youth named He-Man, where them time, you know, Budro at the Bogle go on, so the Bogle rhythm was a thing, and the Giggy rhythm and whatsoever. And you had a youth named He-Man, he had a tune called Armstrong. And so it's not just like that anymore. Are the Armstrong and Report?
Yo, forget about them fucking dead.
Right. So that was a Giggy rhythm that I made for Mikey Coos. Because Mikey Coos had his merger label. So He-Man was there them time there, and then there was Bounty Hunter. So when them time I don't know him. So me did I do my thing like I used to have instruments just and thing. Them time I smoke now. Teenage and thing, I don't know it there. And we there now they
nobody not smoke like Jazzwad back in the day. You see that's why him a ganja head that.
Brother, we stop smoke nearly 20 years now, you know. So
I was shocked when I heard you stop smoke. You still got smoke in your lungs, man.
Brother, they said, you see, if you can stop smoking,
anybody can stop
smoking.
Facts.
So, them time, you know, where I get the key. I just said, if me never frightened, we got all them little places, Waltham, here, there, everywhere. Anyway, there we go find it. So, I have my big bag, I have my instrument, them, and I play one and I do my thing. That Killer, me as a Killer say, yo, how old are you there? You're bad. You know, see the man I played one hand and I smoke. How we need for him, like him I said to Kochi, we need to know him. We need to know that youth, yeah. I saw comes now, them just did a watch we and race. So I saw them time, you know, I made the Giggy rhythm with tum, 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 tum. Them time the Giggy are the hot style now. So Killer Voice Copper Shot for Mikey Coos. That was the first original.
Copper Shot was on Giggy?
Yeah.
Right.
So Killer Voice Copper Shot invites the next tune. I think he invites a tune named Gyalia Guan Good or something like that. And invites a tune with Janet Lee Davis as well. It's about three tune Killer do them time there. See? So we have the giggy rhythm go on like it, like I think, so in like him I said to me, he said, build the giggy rhythm. Like I think it's me, him that want the giggy rhythm. I honestly can't remember the full story of it, but I saw him in an interview a couple months ago where he must say about the same session, and he must say, boy, I woke up Jazzwad, and I said, yo, we want that rhythm, the giggy rhythm, and he must say, Jazzwad, knock up the rhythm. Quick, you know what I said, bud. Red. So we make that rhythm for killer now, the giggy. And bam now, Sly and Robbie them got some book with Shakademus and Pliers and got some Murder She Wrote. So that was a hot rhythm now. The two hot rhythm was giggy and the bam bam. So that was a hot beat. So Mikey Coos now got change the giggy. Him gonna make Sly and Robbie play around my giggy rhythm and change it to bam bam. True bam bam hot, you know. But remember say Killer sing Copper Shot and it dep on a bam bam rhythm. Now go have the effect.
Pause. Because I'm sure on an island label, the Nardo Ranks Bleach come out on Mango, if I remember rightly.
That's right.
Was that the rhythm that they flipped around to get to the bam bam?
Bleach, but it's the same rhythm.
Yeah.
Them Bleach is the same bam bam rhythm.
Yeah, it's bam bam rhythm. So was that the rhythm that they took from you originally and then flipped it back to bam bam then?
I don't know if they actually took the same rhythm, but True Sly and Robbie make it, so then they still come make a new version around.
Yeah.
So they make the new version around the Copper Shot, and then it never really gone away because True Killer come with the gunman thing. Then time the gunman thing kind of hot. Them time the gunman lyrics and thing. So gunman on a bam bam rhythm, it didn't really work. So that they kind of go on. But then bam now, in that same era and that same time, in that same kind of month or whatever, that's when I went to Jammy'S. So I go to Jammy'S and say, yeah, my name Jazzwad, I'm from London, and I want to make some rhythm and thing like Mafia. But them time he don't have knowledge of Mafia and Flux already, because Mafia them don't make rhythm for them already. So no, so the British youth them can't do it. So when I went there now and Jammy'S, I said, hey, what you do? Work with John first. So like him, I pass me over to him son. Like him, I said, go clap some rhythm for John, them we will hear what I want. So bam now, them time the Buju Banton hot with the How Master God Roll a run on the general rhythm. So John said, I want not the rhythm here. Cause I don't know, when I rhythm hot, every producer want the same rhythm.
After I've done peace.
So John said, I want the general. So we sampled the little guitar thing. And we play the drum. So them time they know sampling wasn't so great. Like the man them, I don't know how they worked it out, but so John had the sample in like an Akai sampler. He had to play it live. So we catch the tempo of the sample, play the drum and bass, and now we have to play about
So they're sampling that live to the tape. So it wasn't no sync, no MIDI, no nothing about.
No. Live.
Now when I listen back to them rhythm there, it's gonna have a whole different meaning to me now, you know that, innit? I'm gonna be listening for the imperfections where I might trigger it slightly late.
But I swear it's not gonna be there. I tell you, say, it's true my hungry them time that I don't know, it just like give thanks to Almighty, saying just bless me for no say it just tight. Everything I was doing was just precise and tight and right, and it just worked. So, them time, you know, John have Sanchez on the rhythm, Terry Gangs and Rare and blah, blah. So, King Jammy'S here the rhythm now and say, what? I want a copy off of this. Remember, sir, me said one, you're never really interested in that first.
But you can't say that though, Jazzy, because you have to remember, you know, John was a great teacher, because I know John teach how Bobby Digital how to cut dub round a Jammy'S.
Yeah, but that's a different side of it. That's a different part of the story. But I'm saying, when I present myself and say, I want to make rhythm, in myself, I'm saying, should I say, yes, you, make we see. But in
our ego attack. You don't have no man.
No. I'm saying, in my mind, remember I said, I don't know about John and such. When I buy my record, them, from Doug Vendor.
Just Jammy'S you want to talk to, live.
It's not nothing to do with ego. This have to do with when I spend my money, when I look for your name, for your label, and I watch it go round, and know me there. in your eyesight. You are the man. I'm going to reach there now. I said, me there. You pass me over. So it's not ego. It's just that I would have loved it to be that you accepted it from first. So King, you don't know it already in but when them call it becomes the head cornerstone, the stone that the builder refused
becomes the head cornerstone.
Good. So
but check this. Go on.
And Jammy'S take a copy of it. So the album I make, like them have enough other man on the rhythm and the album now out for close. Like Johnny Wonder now, big up Johnny Wonder. Johnny Wonder was there from the beginning them time there. So
Miss Goody they did for the rhythm as well though. Galaxy P and the whole of them.
Galaxy P was on the rhythm. Miss Goody, Galaxy P, Colin Roach. Then you had Jigsy King, you had Terry Ganzi, Tra-la-la-la-la, Welcome the La. You have Sanchez, Are You Still in Love with Me? And them something there. That was Jammy'S version. I don't even reach the Bobby version yet.
Out and Black, but go on anyway.
Out and Black, ever see the clock up on the wall?
Yeah, I might sing that, you know.
So then time I move from studio to studio, I clap the same rhythm. So I clap on for John. Jammy'S go use it. I go on a Bobby Digital, clap one for him. Then a next brethren name, I remember the name of my head, Bingy General, Major Mackerel brother. He did have a label as well. I clap a version for him. I clap about 5 different general them time there. 5 different production. See? So Killer now got voice on it. But them time they like the man was I think when Killer buys copper shot now, Killer sister Mikey Cool's version never really do it for do. Him say, I go voice it over.
Voice it over again.
Voice it over now, and the man was say, oh, we don't know if Jammy'S are going to like the gun tune them and rare, and I don't think Jammy'S are really into the gun thing as such. But it's Johnny Wonder now, apparently, heard the tune and said, put it on the data, mix it same way. And Colin Roach, because Colin Roach is the engineer as well, them time that he mixed it and put it on the dot. I saw Killer the get for go up on the dot tape to be released. So when they went to release the Galaxy P and Colin Roach, them time they have the AA side, big 12-inch. So VP, I go put out the Galaxy P and Colin Roach and then put Killer Copper Shot on the other side as the next side of the tune. So I succumbed now. You don't know when I tune big in America now and you flip over the next side and flip it over and say, oh, what is Copper Shot, Bounty Killer? All right, we can check it out. And then played. And the tune bad. I succumb now, everybody start playing the Bounty Killer and Killer Boss in New York now.
But I can't tell you.
On the map. General Rhythm, Boss in New York, Killer up on the map, Killer out there now. Now. So in the same time now with the dub for dub, and you have a next tune on the Jamaica Most Wanted named Man a Suffer, which is my rhythm as well. So that was that album, Jamaica Most Wanted. Woof. Then now, give a story now. So just a general rhythm I got boss and them thing now is like, I think that was my time to end my trip to Jamaica. So obviously we have to return and, you know, whatever. So I think I won't say it was my major, mistake, but if I could have changed the story back in them time, that I would have maybe stayed longer. That would have made me give me a bigger bus. As they're talking about bus now, it would have been giving me a bigger bus. Because when the people them start searching and say, who are you? Who made that rhythm? Who made that rhythm? They must say Jazzwad, whatever. But Jazzwad gone to England, and they're there again.
Oh, okay.
So I should have stayed. If I stayed that little bit longer, it would have maybe been a different situation. But the story still remains, and the story still continues. So I'm going to leave, reach to England now, then bam now, what did happen? I return again. So then time now, when we reach back in England now, and a couple of months passed, Killer Boss. So I said, blow up. And I said, little brethren where them there and things. So obviously, in my mind, them time we don't know about artists or boss and them things. Them time me and you, we just know about buying records, listening cassettes, this, that, and the other. But we don't visualize and then if we watch the process and see it work and fulfill. So them time in my mind, me not say, well, Killer go. It's not like me, I say, well, Killer go boss, and me know him I go boss. We just know so I make music in my voice on the reading them. And if them come out, and at the same time, it's until Mr. them release General and thing, I don't know if they tune them coming out. Anyway, with that England and Killer bus, them time they said now the show with Mafia then now Killer, I go forward England and this and that now Killer hard. Then time I'm gonna see Killer, the first me I go see Killer now BBMC in Wilson. When Killer go rehearse now with Mafia them now, and we have a forward and we have a see him again now for the first time since the link up. This was the first time that you don't know. Everybody happy, glad. Killer did it, Colin Roach, Lecturer, Jammy'S, the whole of them did it. So I think it was me and my mother went to the show as well. I got a couple of pictures with me and my mother and Killer them backstage and John, Mama Iris and them there. So Killer boss you know, cause from he reach England, and then time Killer the artist, Killer the hottest new artist. Remember she done it at Bojo already them time there. Capleton, Spragga them did out there. Now Killer are the fresh, hottest artist.
Anticipation was high. High.
Big time. So Killer boss now, forward at England, do the show them, book. Keep the link, number, exchange, and them sitting there and them gone. So, then time they like me, I said, it's time for return to Jamaica again. So, then time me and him talk on and after. Before I return, me and him talk on the phone. And what go on and all the tune them are going on. What is going on?
Was you using your mom's phone still?
I think so,
I wrote up the bill.
Yeah, I think I was running on my mother phone the same way.
You gotta love mommy, boy. I trust you like next levels down.
With the whole of my entire being, man. We got Mama Lana anywhere she there right now. She make all of this possible. You understand? Big up my father likewise, but my mother was very, very instrumental in all of this going on. So, them time the me and Killer link regular on the phone, chat, rare. So like one time man say, wow, forward a yard, I know you for forward and I think them hot. Reading them a bust the place and if you're there, I get some of the glory and blah. I say, you might be right. So, me return. So Killer say, yo, if you return now, man, because you think hot. So them time I have my phone, mobile at one. So when I reach Jamaica now, and I turn up at Jammy'S. And I turn up around the day. If you step out at Jammy'S studio, and you turn right, and you take a next right again. So I made my taxi man drive that way there. So I didn't drive the regular way up St. Lucia Road from way down at the end there. So I see me learn that thing there too. That you can't make them see you turn up. Because them spot it from a mile. So they don't know say British there now. So from them see British I turn up in the ladder them time there. It's them are running.
Money are run. Money
things are run. So something tell me to make the driver drive around the next way. So we just turn up on the block. We just have a pop out. See? Pop out now and but me say make me call Killer first. So I call him like me that England same way. So I say, yeah. So I say, forward man, reach a yard man, I've been done to the same for there. So I say, yeah boy, one of them there I'm gonna turn up and link make. So while me I chat to him, I walk around the side, but him sit down across the road at the stall we live in there.
Yeah,
so as I walk around, I say, yeah, mama, so. And him say, the blood, yo, you see the man there, and the man, and I say, yo, see the man there. Man, reconnect now. That's why I say, big up John. Because remember, I said from the beginning, Jammin said, go to John. Make the reading for John first, and if me like the vibe, then me have a itch on. So this now was made for John, which became more girl. See? So, but then after I can't remember how they go like. So again, Jammy'S, when Jammy'S see a thing I go on, him say him can't get left out. Them I say, John go more girl. Me I go use back the rhythm. I Killer for go voice back on next tune for me. Book. So just a couple of days ago, I was watching on YouTube and I book up Angel Doula's interview and he was talking about when this rhythm I make. So he was talking about him writing songs for Killer and stuff like that. Cause teach him surprised about all these type of tunes where him write for Killer. So him I teach him say him write book. So teach him I say, hey, are you right? So him I say, yeah. So him I say, remember when I make the drum pattern and I play the book. So him say in my mind, the first thing come to him was book. B-U-P, book.
So they used to call the rhythm them back then, book rhythm.
Well, they had to end up calling it the book rhythm because I remember said them time the rhythm never really have names as such. Although it did have slang thing, punan and rare. It's like every time a man come in a production, he didn't always have a name for a rhythm. So in that case, you have to call it book. Or even them time the rhythm never had no name. So it was a more girl rhythm at first. Because then time I think Killer they premiered the tune and maybe a fresh champion and national, one of them.
Oh, yeah, kid.
When they would step out and bust the more girl, brand new and it murder.
Oh, girl, but it's a mountain here, chap.
More girl. See?
Murder.
The booth now, Jammy'S take a copy of the rhythm from John and Doulas write book. See? So I saw this, that's why I decided to play this, because this was like at that same time when I returned to Jamaica. This is like one of the early ones that went out there like that. And is this rhythm that Beenieman called me. So when Killer run the place now with book with more girl. So Killer hot them time, you know. Killer hot. I remember said him and Beena got at it tune for tune, rhythm for rhythm, all of that. So Killer got conk him now with the more girl on a brand new rhythm. Remember said that rhythm are coming with a different side now. This is not the regular punani boom boom cut. The rhythm changed now to different drum pattern now. So this to me I think it's just my experience of listening to music from England. Maybe them time they have jungle music and them type of thing. The different experiences of music and influences of music. So hence why I've been just coming with that. I don't know where.
But your rhythms always sound different. They're not the conventional dancehall rhythms. That's why sometimes in your career, I've heard a lot of times, and I'll just be very honest with you, Jazzy, got me and your friend. Some people are like, yo, but prefer Jazzwad one drop rhythm them to his dancehall rhythms them, because your dancehall rhythms were very unconventional. Even if you listen to something like Valley of Death, you brought like the minor keys, the dark phrases horribly into dancehall. Like you was watching some Freddy Krueger fucking films, bro.
Yeah, you're right. And again, as you said, it's funny you said that. Like movies inspired my ideas of sound and creation. So I was into all of that soundtrack, mystery kind of elements of. Hence why it just naturally went into my music. For Jammy'S past rhythms, John will use them again. Hence why John put Killer to record on the, which is Peeny Shabran's Peeny rhythm, and Killer via cellular phone. But bam now, as you're talking about my rhythm, them sound different and have different sound. When John was recording Spragga Benz on the same rhythm, Spragga Benz had a true name. I never had to bust my gun today. I was there.
That today was a good day. Because if a boy should have decided tomorrow, it's gonna be pain and sorrow. Yo, the time that we are juvenile and we don't know nothing about badness, but that's how they make sure I'll be bad.
I will tell you.
That's on me, G. It's the way Spragga flipped it halfway through.
I was there when Spragga voiced it. When Spragga was doing the recording, I was there. So as Spragga leave the voicing room, I just went into Element to put on the intro, like, so John said, put on 2 keyboard on it and rare. So through a rude boy thing and gangster thing, so them time there, Snoop Dogg was the man. So, you know, Snoop Dogg had the big album then time with Dr. Dre and Gin and Juice and this and that. So that West Coast sound, I love it. So that hence the like I just had a movie in my mind. Like again, while we're talking about soundtracks, like you said, like influenced by Nightmare on Elm Street or Freddy Krueger. I had a vision in my mind of how I wanted to play the keyboards on the tune. So I played that beat, and then I played the. I played. Oh, see that?
What is?
I took elements from hip hop as well and other things, but I didn't just take it all out brawling. I added in a little piece.
Take a piece and mix it up.
This sound, I call it sound. The Snoop, in my mind, is the Snoop Dogg sound. So this was.
It's a high sine, like the sine waves, and it's just high pitched, and that lead that cuts through. Dre would have used that a lot in that whole kind of G-funk vibe.
I was inspired by that. That's why I put that sound in the cellular phone.
And it's funny you should say that, because the man them like Kiadi, Chirp, and all of them man there out of Northwest, them man, they love the West Coast hip hop. Like Northwest, they love.
We was in that big time.
R.I.P. my brother Chirp and all of them.
Not only that, Killer used to rev that Snoop Dogg cassette till it must have bust up to the way he played it. I remember certain time the CD not coming yet, so man getting tune playing cassettes. So when Killer them down, the Killer just buying brand new Honda Civic. The Snoop Dogg was what we listened to every day outside of Jammy'S. Majority, 90% of the time we listen to Snoop Dogg them time there. So hence that sound, not only while Killer listened to that cassette, but me as a musician, that Dr. Dre sound, obviously I'm into sounds, as I say all the time, I'm into sounds and all of that. So even the new youth with the trap and all that, I love it because I like sound. I like different elements and eras of sounds. When I use this sound on the same Spragga tune there, that was the influence at the time, so I added it in to dancehall. So we've been adding in elements of hip-hop from a long time. So now Killer mash up the place with more girl. So Beenieman called me. Because then time I've been making rhythm for Beanie from the trip from before. Because some of my brethren, Rudy King, rest in peace, Rudy King. Rudy King has some family down in Chancery Lane. And they linked with Beanie. Them and Beanie was friends. And they wanted to do producing. They want to come in a production, make rhythm. So them asked me to make a rhythm for them. So I think the rhythm that I made for them was, I think, was it You're Dead Now rhythm? I think it was that rhythm or somewhere in that era. But Beenieman was gonna voice it for the youth them. Hence now me and Beanie are linked from them time anyway. So even through the whole rivalry and everything, people might think that just me and Killer friend and Red, but I've been known Beanie.
But it's odd that you should say that, because if Tony Kelly built a rhythm there for around shocking vibes, though. You're Dead Now. I'm sure Tony, I'm sure Tony Kelly built that rhythm there. I think he told me that I've got a long interview with Tony Kelly that all now I've never released. Tony Kelly told me that he released that I think he built, or one of the first rhythm that he built for around shocking vibes.
That was that one.
Yeah, You're Dead Now.
Rhythm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've put it on my computer.
Right, so I'm sure the youth them from Chancery, they want to vice Beanie and make rhythm for Beanie. Saying so, me know Beanie from a long time. So moving up the years now, him said me and Killer have that chemistry I go on already. He said more girl I run the place now. So him call me and say, yo, I need a rhythm, you know. Them time there in my mind, me know so them at them thinking about still me just pure to the music. So me not really in the tech side, and that wasn't in my mind of, oh, me tech side with Killer, because me and Killer apart, so me not gonna do nothing for you. So Beanie said, boy, shocking vibes, link up 7 o'clock. When you hear your name call on the big speaker at Jammy'S, because Jammy'S secretary, she have a button where she press, and like she'll say, Jazzwad, there's a call for you in the office. So then time they know say, you're in, you know.
I get called.
Yeah, you get called in the office. You know. People are phone you and you have to go into the office, but it come over the tanner, you know. So the whole of the yard here say your name a call. That reaches as far as the front gate of Jammy'S where you can hear a man say your name up on the tanner. So she said, Jazz, what the call is there for you. So when we go in our office, I Beanie. So Beanie say, yo, me need that. I already in the car. When I go on to wiki with the more girls something. So it's all right. So I'm reach round it now. It was the engineer, I think it was Andrew Prendergrass, I think, and Silver Cat and Beenieman. Set up my instrument, and the same keyboard as well, the same one here. This is the same one that I had with me, see? Same keyboard. And so Silver Cat had the mic, and we're going to do the demo, and we're going to build the rhythm around it. So the tune was, some man for have enough girl and girl in a bungle, girl from Beenieman, girl dun dun dun. So I say, hey, so I said that you're going with Beanie now and Silver Cat. Silver Cat I sing the melody. So I say, hey, the man for you, girl dun 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 dun. So I said, but oh, you reach to me now, Jazzwad. Oh, you link Jazzwad. And then you have the melody, yeah.
I jazz the God. I jazz the God.
Street. On my street, forward. Jazzwad Street. So, me just go up on the keyboard and say. So, me make the jazz rhythm now. So, the drummer now, who I play the drum, Andrew, he have to follow my lead. So, I say, yo, a jazz where I go with it, you know. So, I'm going to cut the boom, cut the boom. Not enough girl and girl in a bungle.
You know, some never know how you produce a song there. Or being part of that song there.
Yeah.
So what lad?
All right.
What lad then? So that kind of vibe there, that kind of vibe in the music seemed to continue. Because I'm sure around the same time, that's when Killer have I mean the girl cry for that for it's all gone, it's all gone, everyone.
So Beenieman, all right. So Patrick wasn't there. Patrick Roberts wasn't there. Patrick are the producer for the song. Patrick, you owe me. When I see you again, I gotta tell you. You owe me part of the production. Because me produce a song, me make it, me create it. So afterwards now, them go get Dean Fraser, Dean play on the sax. And maybe get Robbie Lynn and 2 man to play around the thing, but me arrange and set it to what it was. See? So boof now, Beanie get the big tune now. Hot. Now, True Killer more girl and go so it makes sense now, you know, when it connecting it to him got this, you know. But it just like in my mind, you know, maybe I said to Silver Cat, say, yo, Killer around the place with more girl, you know. So remember, it's a counteraction now, you know. Counteract for counteracting. So from Killer goes, so woof, more girl for this amount of nature. Him say, hey, the man for you, no girl and girl. So that happened now. But being not put up the tune yet. Being not put up the tune yet. All I know, so I get to the point where you did that set. So, soon get to that part. So, couple months down the line, all right, let me just go to your part now. Killer now, we're on tour. Because now we start tour now and Killer been band now. So we have Caution band. So we have the youth them round our Jammy'S. You have T. Timmons on the drum. You have Truckback Steve on the bass. All right, when you see Killer and Beanie and Sting, and it's the bass man, a jump round and a rare, that's a Steve Truckback. That's a we them time, the Caution band. On that Sting with Beanie and Killer was around 94, 95 when them say Unity and Killer call up Beanie. See? That was Steve on the bass, Ernie on the guitar, and Dyer was on the keyboard. Dyer make Mad Sick, Edna Good. Them rhythm there. That was Dyer. So that was the band. So them time now Jammy'S have the band, them have the rehearsal room near the studio. So now me as the director, me just so happen to become the director of the band, because through me I make the rhythm them. So me know how to play, me know the key and everything, and all of that stuff. So me know all the rhythm for go on. So me I dictate to the band where them for play. So them time the Killer don't reach into the rehearsal as yet, or nothing like that. So me done rehearse the band, tell them how to play and how to do it. See? We have the bands that direct them, so Killer don't reach rehearsal yet. So them time they know, me rehearse the band and like, we rehearse slang thing, answer. Me make them know, say one rhythm into the next, no pull up, no time for ease up. As one rhythm done, next rhythm. So I saw now me I gonna make the rhythm, the mix for Splurt for my Gunna Giant Lodge. So them time that again, my mother just take me now and I say, yo, I want some dynamics now. Killer can't come. We're not regular sitting, we have to come dynamic, different. So me tell the band them say, when you say I'm for me gonna try, Lord John with no trying to disrespect me, and then dun 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 through me till them stirred, dun 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 stirred, dun 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 dun. So I make a mixer and put it on and say, at that mixer we are gonna use for that. Then time the splurt hot, big songs. That put on. Answer rhythm, so we are go from splurt into answer. All of that. We arrange and put the show together. Killer no reach a rehearsal yet. All Killer for this take up the mic and DJ now. Cause everything put on and set for him. So I must say, no, you know, say, like you must say that youth are just different star. Oh, I'm so creative and great and all of that now, we start tour. Go Washington, tour America, Canada, couple places and rare and blah blah blah. We are tour now and them things that out there, but so in a Killer mind, he might say, well, me I'm personal, me I'm musician, and me I'm musical director, me I'm God in the music right now, because I do everything when needs to be done. Me I make the hit reading them, me I make the big tune them, everything, me I direct the band, I tell the band with a play, all of that. But then time, you know, remember say me move on from the Oberheim drum machine and you know I use the EMU SP1200. So again, as well, I tell the youth them when they must keep on to talk about the trap, and they must say, oh, the youth them not no influence from we who did it from before, and them now listen to we, because them obviously them in them own generation, them gonna do them own way. But I'm telling them, so we as youth them time there, anything the big man them do them time we follow the tradition. So after Steely and Cleve, we move on from the Oberheim drum machine. They move on to the EMU SP1200, which was used by DJ Premier.
Limited sample time. How many seconds was on there? Like 12 seconds or something like that?
Like a little small book. Like you can just grab maybe a drum roll. You can make a bongo dung. You can make a drum roll loop sample or a snare. Just basic, small. So we move on now to the EMU SP1200 drum machine. But them time there, Sly now bringing the Akai MPC. With them time, all right, them time the tabla done a book already and the murder she wrote and the a pure sample Sly a sample of the place. And remember said the Oberheim you can only put in couple sounds, limited. So we step up now, upgrade to EMU SP1200. Fine. But now we have to move up again because Sly there I lead the place now with the Akai drum machine. So we kind of move on from Jammy'S now, you know. So Killer decides that whatever him and Jammy'S part ways, you know, difference of ideas and approach and everything. So Killer move off. But them time me and Killer apart like this, like is beyond bridging a student, it's family thing now where every day, if him not there my yard, me there film yard and vice versa. So the link is like that. So it just so happens that your brethren move off, so you kind of move off as well. Although we still there jamming same way, but if Killer have a session around a Stone Love or Mixing Laboratory, you would have end up around there anyway. Hence now we start go Mixing Lab. So now the Sly and Robbie link with Killer start make. So the link with Sly and Robbie, Bulby, when the Red Rose and Malvo them, how you say that label, all of that was right there at Mixing Lab now. So we there Mixing Lab now, as me and Killer did it as we and everybody else did it now. So I saw him start voice the poor people fed up, y'all them arrive in nature and all these things now. So and Bino, at that same time, me and Sly make rhythm as well. Ben Zambima and Magdalena make y'all and them type of something there. See? So me and Sly start make rhythm together as well, even though we did that with Mikey Coos from a long time. But we start do it even more, even though we did do it as well for Rubber Ranks with the same record they showed them earlier, the Racist, Seetyah Ent. So me and Sly start collaborate a lot as well. But now back to the argument is that now the drum machine, the Akai drum machine, so it now beat me, as such, but it'll beat me. So it's like something like me not need it, but it's good to have it. See? So like Killer kind of pick up them things as well, cause I don't know. And I think in them time, you know, we did want to borrow the drum machine from Jammy'S, because Jammy'S did have one. So like,
was this when you was making rhythms for the Priceless label as well? So you was like the in-house producer for the label.
Right. So when Killer decided to make his label, 94, 95, so he made a Valley of Death. I think Valley of Death was the first rhythm. I think Valley of Death was the first rhythm for Killer. No, the first official rhythm for Killer was Valley of Death, although I think before that he put out Suspense. So he got a copy. He got a copy of the Hot Wax rhythm from Bulby.
I released it on his thing.
Right. So I think invite Suspense for Bulby. And Beanie Vice film, Christmas come on once a year. No. See? And
War came out on Priceless label, if I remember rightly. If I can remember in my head.
Let me tell you. So when Killer Vice Suspense for Bulby and Beenieman did Vice, what did he vice? What did he vice? No, you had the select on. Tell me.
Was either Genga Fever or Stop Living at the Past. Hey, boy, stop the living at the past.
Right. So Killer said no. So through that juggling that is so big, Killer said, I want that rhythm again, you know. So he make Bulby give him a copy of the rhythm. So Bulby transferred the rhythm onto 24 track. Them time we have 24 track tape, you know, the big reel. And Killer have a cut for himself. And then Vice, war, all time but in this boy preaching, copper shot reaching, and then Beanie go back and say, Christmas come out only once a year. So them time on the Hot Wax hot. So that's about remember say the Hot Wax a Sly make it with the Akai. So them time you know, I think them time you know, Jammy'S get one of the Akai drum machine. But we can only use it when we go make rhythm for Jammy'S. So me can't use it other than for myself. So in that time, they like, Killer maybe obviously I pre that then in my mind. Because me never said nothing to him up until this point. I never said, I've never, up until today, me never look on Killer and say, yo, me need this or me need that. Anything where me did get from Killer as such, whether to be with instruments or anything else, him just say, may I make sure you get this, because you deserve it. And may I make you get this, because you work for it. You understand? Me never look on Killer and say, yo, this me I charge you for do a show, you know. Or this me I charge you for do a rhythm. Because we just become family like that. Like, it wasn't a money. Them time, it wasn't even a money thing for me. It was just love of music. Remember, I said, me give the whole story from my mother, get me drum kit to me get instrument. Till we're there.
You're actually part of the culture now, so you're living your dream in the same manner that I live my dream, that I could pick up the phone, call Pro, or anytime that I want to call Pro or any artist like that. You're just happy to know. Fuck the money, you're living your dream.
It was bigger than money, it was living the dream now. Again, to them, enough of them youth are not just about the glamour and the glitter and the fame and the jewelry and the car and the this and the that. When we was doing it, it was just because we want to do, we're hungry to do, we want to make music.
You're living these things in the background. The records in the background. It's part of who you are. The 7-inch single, like this is all we used to know, people. Like it's not a joke. It's not a joke.
To link now with man like Jammy'S, Bobby Digital, Fatis, Penthouse, Jermaine, them. To me, I live my dream like it. I dream about it. I sleep on it day and night is what I wanted to do. So the monetary part was never involved. So me and Killer never discussed money. To this day, I don't recall me and him ever discuss it. Adapt me one or adapt me I charge you. We just work. When a man say, me don't even look on it. Me just say, all right, that you give me adapt me I work with. Me never look on the money and say, yo, you know, say you underpay me. Or you should have given me this or you should have given me. Never in my life. Because it's just love for the music, for the friendship and the brothership and the familyship and everything. Why we've been doing it till today. So when we done New York now, just we was in New York and you had a store in there called Samash. It's the biggest music store in Manhattan them time there. Every genre of music, any producer, musician, singer, whoever, they all had to go to Samash in Manhattan. And I think them time, you know, Killer they want buy a wireless mic. I'm sure it's a wireless mic time this. Killer now I deal with film thing in the Samash and me just a look around. So like he must say, yo, you don't see the drum machine where you say they like that? I said drum machine. I said the same drum machine where Sly have, man. I hate you for having it. Ask them if they have it. I said, blood clot. What is no God? I love Sly with the whole of my head lift off in it. I said, no. And as I say, as I say it to you, I feel tear in my eye. God knows, like I said, the same feeling when I get, like I said, hey. And the man said, yeah, man, go check them and see. So I go to the man and say, if them have the Akai MPC 3000. I think, yeah, it was a 3000 them time because they had the XL and them thing about to move on to the MPC 3000. That's the one with Sly have. So obviously, in one way, if I have the same thing with Sly have, because through them time, Jammy'S have the one with Jammy'S have, but me can't get to use it unless I make a reading for Jammy'S. Me can't take it to my yard. Me can't go to a different studio with it or nothing. Because even when TT must make some rhythm with me as well, he did have to take a borrow off of it. But through the drummer them time in the band, the man say, all right, you can go on a Black Scorpio, go use it or Rare and Red, but make sure you bring it back here, sir. So we couldn't have it at our access, or me personally couldn't have it at my daily access. So in a Killer Man, I say, hey, I'll get you one of them, you know. So said, so done. When I go for buy the mic, he must say, you know, see the machine we are where the man that use. He must say, So I tell the man, and the man say, yeah, them have it. Killer by the same time.
That's real love right there, sir. That's like raw. And to buy an Akai them days there, my brother, it wasn't a joke.
See me, I walk with it from Samash. Now a big bag, new machine I got a yard with.
You couldn't wait to fly in it.
We couldn't leave New York quick enough. So,
and that's the reason why I wanted people to hear that story there, because you see that level of generosity right there, sir. It's not to say it's a man can buy you something that him can use, and Killer probably couldn't use our drum machine, and probably still can't use our drum machine to this day. You know that he's empowering you to be able to make you go on to bigger things, but that shows what loyalty and friendship and familyness is all about. That, you know what, that a man can turn around and say, you know, something, I got buying this thing here because I know say it's one link. And even you have to remember, you know, you had produced music for his arch rival at the same time. Should have been Beenieman. And he never pre none of this. You know, so just music. That's why I wanted this story to be told, because to show a different levels of Killer, even from them times there, isn't it?
And it's funny that you said Beenieman right there. So again, which is why I didn't really want to go fully into that side of the story of the mic. So the mic that he did get in Samash, it so happened that he had it now. He had the mic. But now on this journey to Jamaica again now, and I turned up in the night time. So I first thing, ring Jammy'S. So I go on and King say, yo, a John Bird night tonight, forward. A John with sound string up and rare. We're there. I'm saying, jumping at the ladder right away. Reach on a Jammy'S. You know, so I step out to the, I don't even remember if me have Jamaican dollars on me, you know. So let me tell to the cabman, say, hold on, soon forward and deal with the thing for you. As me jump out of the cab, who me see? Now Moses, Beenieman himself. And the man I say, yeah, fam, walk on you there, boof back, you see by time. All right, so me make the louder, because obviously the sound and the crowd kind of did in front of the Jammy'S studio, so the louder they have to park like half in the middle of St. Lucia Road. So me jump out now, me move towards the studio. Me buck up Beanie in the road. So I said, me deal with something for the taxi man and race. So him say, yeah man, I'll forward with you. You see, I must spin round. And I go walk to the ladder with Beanie. You know the big entourage you see I walk towards with? The Killer and the whole of Seetyah. Killer and the whole of Seetyah I walk towards me and Beanie alone, you know. Them time I don't have knowledge of the beef and the controversy and the clash and the nothing. I don't into none of that, cause my mind not dead so. So we literally I walk past each other. Cause I see True Killer and I chat to Beanie, and him say Beanie, I call me. Killer walk straight past me like he must have.
Who you?
like he must have, and them boy they up out. And the man cut straight to the studio. But in my mind, looking at it now, I didn't know so that was going on. The rivalry with him and Beanie. So it's funny how you said Beanie, and even when I was talking about the microphone from Samash, it's that same dance when Beenieman the one clash with him. And him I said, ooh, where did some boy I go? Where them did when I buy my microphone from New York? I buy the microphone from me and my friend.
Well, you are a professor of reggae and dancehall music, my G. So we need to stop listening ourselves and realize the power that we have in these stories, the power of the, because when you listen to Wagwan right now in the charts, it's for your things. It's for your things. Like you wore over the fact that the in a showtime rhythm come out a valley of death. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
We don't even need to war about that stuff. I'm not gonna go war with the mainstream.
Yeah.
And say, yo, wanna take the wall away things, them, my G.
Oh, with Pharrell and Neptune, the petit the same rumbling drum, and the blood clot, Noriega.
Bro.
What you
yo, you know, so I didn't even think about that, you know, my brother. I the truth, yeah, talk.
I called Bobby the week before he passed away, and I said to Bobby, listen, one of them days I'm going to go live with you on the Instagram, you know. And I said, boy, Jazzy, me know, you know, them thing there, you know, and I said, Bob, the youth, they need to hear your story. We've heard it time again, we know it, but I would like other generations, and also my generation and other people that haven't heard your story, because not everybody go...
I just about to say that enough people don't know, you know, Jazzy. We're stuck in a bubble, you know. And because we're fans of this music and we're nerds of this music, most definitely, we go out of our way to go and find this history. But now, especially during this COVID time, what is that people really love to hear these kind of stories and want to hear the history.
Now their ears and mind is open to hear everything. So
100%.
It's the best time to offer it to them. So I said to Bobby, say, yo, more go live and let the people hear your Bobby Digital story. Because, yeah, you've been on other platforms already, the Irish and Chins and the this and that, but still, there's enough people that didn't get to watch that, but maybe we'll see on my platform.
But you know more than what they probably know, because you were there. Like how I can draw it out of you, guys. I know you in it. I've been there.
I wish that I documented more things in them time there. But in them time, they like, you don't want to invade people's privacy.
True.
You're taking out the camera. You're taking out the video camcorder. I got enough. I did have enough footage of even jamming studios, enough unseen pictures, enough visuals of a sea view and this and that. But I still wish I had more. By
far, when you talk about Christmas dancehall anthem, hands down to my brother Jazzwad. You don't even know how proud I was. I buy record in a dub vendor. And when me hear Killer go, Jazzwad, I say, Bumbo clock on my G that, sir.